headphones back on. Hi! Hi! Hello! Oh, gozaimasu. And all that. Oh, gosh. So sorry I'm streaming so much. What's going into her? Okay. Anyways, I'm really excited to play Phoenix Wright. I've played the original trilogy and Apollo Justice, and that's more or less it. It's like she's trying to be consistent, listen, or something. Okay. Alright, yeah, so I played a bunch of Phoenix Wright, but I've reached the point where I don't remember most of it. I certainly remember some of the first cases, particularly of the first game, but I remember much less of the other games. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. Okay, let me jump into it. Boom, boom, boom. Wow. I hope this has like the bonus case in it. I don't know that it does, but I hope it does. That'd be interesting. Episode 1, the first turnabout. This is the classic. This is the It's Almost Christmas case. I feel like it should have. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it does. I'm pretty sure it's just everything except the initial release. Damn it. Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. I haven't heard this music in so long. Let's go. I can't wait for the samurai music. What? Bum bum ba da da ba da 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 bum bum. Sorry, nobody understands. It's okay. It's okay. We'll all understand eventually. Anyways, boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Yeah, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yeah. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. Is this not like... Oh God, what's the term? Conflict of interest? It's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Yeah, this is the first one. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, sorry, oh God, I peeked. Death, despair, oh. I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna die. Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah, the first part of the game is very memorable. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? Who's responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. This doesn't sound like a simple one. I didn't know murder cases would be called simple. Well, let me keep telling you the story and explain why it's so simple. Listen. Some of these cases get pretty crazy, man. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. It's kind of, yeah, it's a tutorial. And like further games introduce other mechanics and stuff. It's wild. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one. Which is why I took the case to clear his name. Oh God, I'm hiccuping. That's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 o'clock a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. Oh, guys, Mr. Payne. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense attorney working on the case isn't complicated. It's only an issue. It's the judge or president. Oh. The defense... Oh. I mean... I understand that, I guess, because they're the ones with any power. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. What am I being tested on? How is there already a test? Hands shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. You're supposed to be the lawyer, but listen. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Heh, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. I mean, being friends with a murder suspect is a bad thing if you're trying to convict him. You might go soft on him. But for the defense, not wanting him to go to jail. Fair. No way! I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix! Are you absolutely sure you're up to this? Oh no, is Phoenix an idiot? Oh, does he not know? No! This is about the victim. You got the defendant right. You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Okay. Time of death, 7:31, 4 to 5 p.m. because it had lots of blood. Blunt portion. Oh, profiles. Okay. Cindy Stone. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cinder Block! Ah! The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because it was blunt force trauma. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. This judge should not be taking sides, helping working lawyer. Oh, he wasn't taking sides. He was just offering his support, making sure this lawyer deserved to have shown up today. Okay. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. The evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently. Pum. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. Guess we have a new... It's rather heavy. Oh my god. Why is he the only one older than me? Why are they all literally babies? The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. I sure hope we get to see her in all the other Phoenix Wright games, right, guys? Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. As honestly, it's okay. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Look at that smug look. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? But her sister gets a lot of fan art? Yeah, well, her sister can also dress up as her, so... Also, her sister's cute. She's just also a child. Okay, I looked it up, but she doesn't even... Sorry, I got really distracted. I could have thought she, like, channeled her sister. Yeah, the anime and the movie and stuff cover, I think, just like the first case. No, is it that important? Well, yeah, because she has boobs. Maya Faye channeling me. Oh, there we go. Found it. Yeah, that's how she gets boobs. Otherwise, she's flat. Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. The most I know about Phoenix is that there was one guy that was really good at him, and Marvel was. Oh. Sometimes I forget he was in Marvel vs. Capcom. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Potts, what you described is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. I heard you. That's great. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it! Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passports don't usually say that kind of information. Do they? Wait, hold on. Let me find my passport. Oh, also I have to see when my passport expires. Where's my picture? Oh, I have 1 year. Oh man, I'm gonna have to get a new passport. Okay. The information about like when you come back. I think you just get fun stamps. Like it's just your form of ID. Well, I only have 1 stamp in this passport. Where's my old passport? And the stamps. There are 2 dates on this stamp. That's why I gotta find my old one, because I have like 3 stamps on it, maybe. Ah! Oh, don't lose that. That's important. That's more important than the passport itself. I can't read that. It's green ink. Oh. Wow, 2011. Sorry, now I'm really distracted looking at my old passport. See, this has 2 different dates of August and November. Like, there's a date in the middle, but then there's the landed until date. But I don't think I would have gone on this date. Like, there's no way that I went in November. I had school. This passport is not valid unless signed by the bearer in the area designated on page. Oh. Sorry, I've been so distracted. No, the until date is the latest truth. Oh. I see. So, okay. Anyways, indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a very large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Oh God, I hit something.
Whatever the opposite of love was.
Stop. Somehow I missed the window and clicked the YouTube video in the background. Ha! My bad. I have to turn that off because I keep accidentally hitting it. Okay. This is a second. Listen. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? That sounds like an objection. Mr. Wright, I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering? That's also a leading question, isn't it? My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oh, dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog, I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Bro, have you, like, stopped and looked at how, like, nice the graphics look? Like, this was originally on the Game Boy Advance, right? And then it came out on the DS, and it just, you know, it was sprites. But now, look at it's beautifully, fully rendered, clean. Yes, quite. Oh, boy. This is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Oh. Well, did you or did you not? Heh. Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Oh. He went. Bit Factory, I wonder if they just upskilled with the tool. The tool worked pretty good though. I think it's more likely that they used their original assets. Like, I feel like they more likely used large art and then scaled it down for the other stuff. So this is just the, like, full res. Because it was, like, literally a sprite before. Also, I don't know if vectors can have transparent pixels. You know, like, if you look at all the, like, shading and blurred spots. What do I do? I mean, I don't want him to answer, but isn't this an important question? Like, what? How would I stop him from answering this one? You know? Can I save? I know the answer is not. I can? Oh, we're cheating, brothers. We're cheating. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah. I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor. This is Ben. On the day of the murder, a witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit. Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Oh, which the names are so ridiculous in this game. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions. Is this correct?
Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Our first testimony. Let's go. Okay.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him.
Looks like he used a car sim. That's the point.
Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m.
That's not right. Sorry. I just remembered something about the case.
The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there.
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Yes, you can!
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
They are, aren't they? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. From noon to 6. So it was still out when she was murdered.
Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes. Yes, Your Honor?
You may begin your cross-examination.
I know exactly why I want to object.
Cross-examination, Your Honor?
All right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Okay. That's just tutorial. Okay. It wasn't 1 o'clock. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Her. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit,
why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question.
Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Hell yeah, Mia, thanks.
Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again?
Okay, here we go. Okay, the time of discovery.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program, so I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
There was a blackout!
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a tape program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Right, you know what to do. I've got this one. Hell yeah. Okay. Which one do I do it on? We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, guys. Because there was a blackout. It couldn't have been from the TV. Oh, whoops. Ah! That's not what I meant to hit. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Gah! Hi, well...
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite! Ah! Oh, wait, I remember now.
Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been a shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it.
There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? I guess I would explain it. Defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly.
This is a clock. I mean, I know it's a clock, but... Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock?
You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are?
Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne.
As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock.
The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright,
except you have to, like... Nobody's surprised. We all know how this goes.
It appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now?
Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in this witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction.
Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you're the one who killed her. Whoa. Can we? Phoenix, wait, time out. Hold on. Can we do that? You struck her with the clock. Oh, this is me. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. God, woo, this music is intense. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. saw it. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. The voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's my boyfriend? What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? Hi, that day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw, Shut up! I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn, give him death. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright. Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? Whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Saw heard was definitely this clock. The fact is clear if you simply... try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, right here in court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ah! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Saw It heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Saw It, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha! You forgot one thing! Uh-oh, what's he talking about now? Well, it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. Truth cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Saw It. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens! You treat me like a criminal! A criminal! You lawyers are all slime! Ugh, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Saw It. You tell for throwing a wig. Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over.
I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Give a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow. You're being the gavel, so you can't say wait, I have more evidence. Listen! Is it... Paris! Wait! Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. Remember, this is Japan. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. Oh, they really switched that around. I forgot this is America now. No, there are some other like really ridiculous food things though. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh, got him! Oh. Is he okay? Oh, Hoarder, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Get used to it, buddy. It's gonna be a lot of finding the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Woo! Woo! We did it! And with that, this court is adjourned. See, I didn't even actually have to cheat. It turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. I still can't believe we won. Right! Good job in there! Congratulations! Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. That's right, I did. I can't help it. It's been a while since I've seen a trial and on such a satisfying note. Never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel.
My life is over.
Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now?
Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. Yeah, but his fucking girlfriend's dead. And she was a sugar baby.
But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever.
Larry, she was a... No, never mind. Congratulations, Harry.
Harry?
Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Harry Butts. You heard it here first. Harry Butts is innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat? Oh, no. I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Hey, here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this evidence that... So why did he kill her? Was he one of the many sugar daddies? No, he's just a burglar who got caught and freaked out. Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she would just play me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry, oh my god. I love Larry. I'm so sad. We'll never see Larry again after this, right, guys? Right? Are you so sure? Excuse me. I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Now, you don't gotta sympathize with me. Go, okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Oh, because she brought it to France, right? Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? It's the clock you made for her, Larry, and she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. I think it's gotta be like most of your 50-pound limit, you know? Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick, I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. I hope that made him feel a little better. Right? Obviously the importance of evidence now. Oh, sorry, my bad. This was a chat history. God. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. That's the corniest thing I've heard in my life, Mia. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. Woo! We finished the first case. Woo, woo, woo. I knew that'd be like a really quick case. Anyways, that's it. That's it. I'm ending stream. This is a good stopping point. I know it's like barely been an hour, but yeah, that's it. I definitely can't stream tomorrow, but we'll see. We'll see what happens from here. I'll certainly see you guys soon. Yeah, I don't want to like start the second case and to like not be able to like do any of it. I'd rather do it in large chunks if I can. So like obviously after this the cases get like significantly longer. So my ideal is like trying to finish at like the end of a courtroom section or the end of an investigation section. You know, you feel me? That way we have like large chunks and we're not picking it up like in the middle of something. But we'll have to do our best. We'll have to do our best. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, everyone. And I'll see y'all again soon. Not tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow's board games. Tomorrow is Monday. But soon. Soon. So yeah. Bye. Thank you. Yeah. Bye-bye. I don't want to end before the petting's done. I want you to get your bits worth. Not bits, points. But yeah. Okay. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.